Okay, understood. That'll work. That'll be perfect. I'm gonna try to work around that. All right, man. Look, so we'll go ahead and get started. I just emailed a few people. They jump in, they come in. If they don't, I send in a recording. However, like I said, I'm gonna do a little revamping. I'm gonna post it up on TikTok and send it to a bunch of emails, and we'll try to push for that Sunday or so. Seem like that'll work a lot better for everybody, or maybe late Saturday night or something. I don't know, but we'll push for that. Kind of help everybody out. Uh, So, tell me this: you able to interact? You busy right now? You just listening, or
Just listening.
okay, understood. So I'm gonna run down through here. Like I said, if you have anything, man, just stop me. Feel free to stop me. Feel free to ask questions. Like I said, it's an open forum, man, and we all for it. That's why we're here to learn, right?
Right.
Like I said, my name is Chris. I know I spoke with you, but for those that I haven't spoke to yet, my name is Chris Patrick. I'm one of the owners of Blue Board and Dispatching Services. It's me and my other two brothers. They are my older brothers. One is an active flatbed owner operator, has two trucks now, lost one, so he has two trucks. And then my other brother works for a company, but he leased his truck on to them. I'm active CDL driver, but I just stepped down not too long ago to take this full time with them. I'm kind of the brains of the operation, and they the legs, keep it running with the trucks. Uh, Over 10 plus years experience in this. We dispatched ourselves. I still actively dispatch my brothers on top of six trucks. Have two box trucks. I have two hot shots, and I got a dry van and a flatbed. And so we have six trucks total, not including my brothers, how they run, but they like I said, they can do it themselves also. So that takes some of the load off. So this is the Blue Border Dispatching Masterclass weekly class because it's a lot to go over. You can't just go over it in one setting. I mean, it's just like be like cramming everything down your throat, right? So, want to make sure that we're getting all this in properly, right? So, we're going to talk about who this masterclass is for. For one, it's for inspiring dispatchers, somebody that wants to start a legitimate business. I'm not talking about somebody that just wants to get a laptop. They haven't done their homework about the industry. You don't know where loads coming in and out of, where to send a driver, how to do the paperwork, how to talk to brokers. This is for those that want to take it seriously. Like I tell you, it's not just grabbing a laptop and trying to book a load because you're dealing with somebody else's livelihood. And if you send them the wrong direction, or if you're not guiding them properly as far as with their loads, you can get them somewhere they don't need to be. You can cause them a lot of money. You can cause a lot of headache and pain too. So, like I said, you just got to do your homework and know what you're doing. This is for new dispatchers that are struggling to find carriers. We'll talk about how to find carriers. I mean, once you build that up, those carriers are going to start coming to you. One thing that I love is word of mouth. Word of mouth goes a long way in all industries. I don't care what you're doing. Those references are going to mean a lot to you, right? And then we'll talk about other strategies, marketing yourself. We'll talk about cold calling. We'll talk about footwork, going out into the truck stops, where the carriers are at, and putting yourself out there, making yourself known, right? Next, dispatchers who want to structure and scale properly. And by properly, that means legitimately. Like you want to step by step grow your business. You want to make sure you didn't skip any steps. You want to make sure you're doing this the right way, and your business will be around for a while. It's called longevity. It'll last. You won't be just that guy or a young lady or a lady that started a business and then 2 or 3 years later it's gone. Like you're unheard of, right? Excuse me. You don't want to be that person. You want to make sure you're scaling your business the right way. This is also for truck owners who want to understand dispatching. Some people don't want a dispatcher. Some people want to save that 6 to 10% or whatever it is and keep it in their own pocket. They want to learn how to dispatch themselves. This is for you. You need to know how to run your business because it is a business that you're running as a truck driver, right? And going into understand dispatching, structure and scaling. My bad, apologies. But yeah, so it's just for those that want to do it the right way, legitimately, right? The dispatcher business model. First, we need to talk about what does a dispatcher do from day to day? How dispatchers make their money, the relationship between a dispatcher, carrier, and a broker. What equipment types you can dispatch, and why systems and consistency matter. So, what I mean by what a dispatcher does day by day, it's like I said, it's not just getting up, opening your computer, being on load boards all day. No, you might have to call brokers and try to figure something out. Your truck might not make it. He might have ran into a snowstorm or something up north, and he's gonna be delayed. Well, you got to call and try to get that taken care of for him. You got to figure out, okay, my driver don't want to go up north. My driver want to stay down here. You got to figure out lanes, regional lanes, dedicated lanes that your driver can run because they hired you to do this for them. How do you make money as a dispatcher? You make money when the truck make money. If that truck is not making money, you're not going to make money. You have to keep that truck rolling in order for you to make money, right? The relationship between the dispatcher, the carrier, and the broker. So, like I said, the carrier is basically in between you and the broker. It's the broker, that's who you're trying to contact. It goes down to you, the dispatcher, and then you deliver it to the carrier, which is the driver. So you're making a deal with the broker, and then you're letting your driver, the carrier, know, hey, this is what I got for you. They accept that. You go back and return to the broker and tell them, hey, okay, he will accept that or she will accept that. You book the load, they send over the paperwork, y'all get the paperwork signed, and you dispatch that driver out. It's just one, two, three steps. That's all. That's how I go. Why systems and consistency matter. You need to have a system in play because like I said, you can get unorganized. It can become hectic some days. Like let's say, like I said, I deal with six drivers and don't deal with them all at once. My brother helps me out with one of them does. But it can get hectic. Your phone's ringing all day. You got to make sure like they run into real life situations. So you have to be ready for those struggles. Like it's going to happen. You cannot properly know what's going to happen every day, day in, day out. So you have to be ready for problems, conflict. Conflicts are good. Then you know how to deal with it the next time. So you need to put a system in play and be consistent with these things, right? So we also got to talk about compliance and rules you must understand. So, for instance, just story time, right? I have a driver out going out towards Arizona. This was a few weeks back. I got a phone call. Hey, I got pulled into DOT. Okay, everything's good. You should be good, right? Well, they're looking for a sticker. They said I should have a sticker on the side of my truck. And I'm like, what sticker are you talking about? Mind you, this driver I has is one of my box trucks. Now he runs under 26,000 pounds. He don't have a CDL. So we keep him up under 26,000. Well, he get pulled in. He's like, no, I don't need a certain sticker because I'm not running CDL. But when he crossed over into the Arizona state line, the laws changed. The compliance changed. He had to pay $77 for a sticker just to ride all the way across the state of Arizona. So you as the dispatcher must be doing your homework on these states, these cities, these places that you're going to be dispatching a driver. Because like I said, they're hiring you to do those things. If you're not willing to do those things for them, why do they need you? It is not just getting on a load board and trying to find a load. You have to be able to do all these things, right? So the DOT compliance basics, just know the basics. If you know the basics, it'll take care of everything else. You need to know the difference between box truck and a semi. It's a whole different world for both of them. Anything over three axles on a truck, a vehicle, period, it requires you to have a IFTA sticker. And then that's the next one, IFTA and weight requirements. That it changes by the axles. So depending on how many axles that vehicle have, that's how much weight you can put on that truck. And most of the time, these guys are just trying to become owner operators. They want to make all this money they keep hearing about on the internet, everything. They're just want to make the money. They're not looking into these things. They're not knowing this. That's why it's costing them a lot of money in the long run because they didn't know. Well, you can bring value to this driver by telling them this, showing them this, and they're gonna pay you extra. They're gonna love the yeah. I pay you 10%, 12% because man, you keep me on my toes. You make me a lot of money. So you can upscale your business by your knowledge. But you need to know DOT compliance. Even if your driver, your carrier knows this, it's good for you as a dispatcher of your business to know these things as well because you're going to be dealing with these truck drivers day in and day out. Required documents in a truck. You need to know what documents that they should have. That way you can ask them. They might say, hey man, yeah, I got all this. I know about all that. Some new people just got their authority. They're not going to know this. They're not going to know what they need inside that truck. But you knowing this, like I said, you are going to bring value to their business. And then protecting your business from violations, right? It's a protection, all right? You don't want to deal with DOT. DOT is not someone you want to play with. They pull you in, they're quick to write you a ticket, they're quick to pull your truck offline, they will shut you down. So you want to make sure that you know these things so you can keep your driver going. Because remember, if the wheels are not turning, you're not making any money. So this is going to benefit you and your business in the long run, right? Load boards and profit strategies, right? So we're going to talk about how to read a load board correctly. We're going to go down through the load board, live action, and we're going to see how to book a load. What are we looking for when we're trying to book this load? What makes a load profitable? Just because it says $1,200, $1,500 do not mean that you're going to get that. By the time you spend fuel, by the time you pay your factoring company, by the time you do all of these things, you're probably looking at $200. Then you got a deadhead 300 miles to get up out of there. You got to put more fuel inside of that truck. So now you're in the negative. You need to know how to strategize these load boards to make money, calculating fuel, miles, deadhead, avoiding cheap freight. Keeping this truck consistently moving is what's going to get you money. So we're going to talk about that. How to find and sign your first carrier. That's a question I've been getting from a lot of people. I've been getting a lot of people saying that they're having a tough time finding a carrier. And actually spoke with a lady a few days ago, and I gave her the strategies of how I found carriers. I actually, when I first done it outside of my brothers a few years back, I found my first carrier in it was a week. I found my first carrier in a week, but I hit the ground running. Like I went to truck stops. I made business cards. You can utilize social media now, but I didn't utilize social media then because I wasn't big on social media. I utilized the truck stops. In order to find a carrier, you need to go where the carriers are at. You have to put yourself in front of them. You can't be scared. You can't be shy. It's going to be something new and different for you, but in order to get that carrier, you're going to have to put yourself in front of them. My bad. All right, so where to find the carriers, we're going to talk about that, how to DM and cold approach them. Like I said, going into the truck stops, what to say on the calls. We'll talk about what you say on the call. When you call this carrier, you cold call them. What do I say? So
Hey,
we're gonna go
Chris,
through it. Yeah, go ahead.
excuse me. Hey, I heard, I don't know, like they say, people do cold calling and cold email. I heard cold texting is also, like text blasters.
Yes, you do want to text blast. You want to do whatever it takes to get yourself out there because let's say you cold text blast. 100 people, right? Just put a number out there. Let's say 95 of them don't message you back or say, "Hey, lose my number." Five of them say, "Yeah, man, can you send me some information? Man, I was really looking for somebody, and you came through at the right time." It's like
Yeah,
you out of 100, you might get five, you might just get one, but if you
yeah.
don't do it, you'll
You
never
get
get it right.
zero, right? Yeah,
Yeah, you wanna email, you wanna create your email campaign, you wanna call,
yeah.
you're gonna get a no. Yeah.
I heard cold emailing is also a great strategy. Like I heard, like both of them are actually more efficient than cold calling, but cold calling does work, but
Yeah, no, cold call. You definitely want to cold call, and like I said, you're gonna hear no. The one
oh, of
thing about
course,
it, yeah. So once you hear the no, and I'm gonna tell you this, a no does not always mean I don't want it, I don't
yeah.
need it, because
Sometimes mean not now,
that's
not right
it.
now,
Yeah,
right?
it's just like right now, I don't need it. So, yeah, no does not mean I don't need it. I don't want it. They might call you back. You can say, if somebody
Yeah,
tell you no, you just let them know, okay, I understand. You don't want to harass them. You just be like, okay, this is my information. If it's cool with you, can I text you or email you over some of my information?
follow up.
So,
Yeah,
yeah. So when the time
Uh,
comes, if you do need my services, it's there.
yeah. No, I say, man, it's fortunate in the follow up too. It might not need it, but who knows? Next month they might need it. 60 days down the line, they might need your service. So,
No, look, you're 100% on point. You definitely want to follow up. Like, man, follow up every 30 days. Things change.
right.
People's lives change in
Yes.
30 days, a week or two. You know,
Okay.
yeah. So, I mean, but you got to understand, like, you're looking for these carriers. You're going to have to do what you got to do to find them, to get them. And it's not to find them. Let me not say that. Because I hate when people say, I can't find carriers. And
That's the
like I
easy
said,
part.
it's a million truckers out here. Like your carrier's probably riding by your house right now.
Facts.
Yeah, so it's not about finding the carriers. It's about putting yourself in front of them so they can see you. Yeah, so yeah, man, hey, that's a good strategy, man. Like I said, just cold texting, but that's the beauty of the business, man. You put yourself in front of them as much as you can, and you're going to reap the benefits. Like I post them videos on my TikTok for a reason. I get some where carriers don't call or they don't answer, or they the load's gone or whatever the case may be, or they might say, yeah, well, we don't do new authority. I got a driver, he has a new authority, but we're not giving up. It's just like somebody's gonna deal with you. He got his authority 30 days ago, so somebody is going to work with him. It's all about, he hired me to get on the phones to call for him. Okay, I'm on the phone calling every day and got him a load. And then once I got that load, I build a relationship with the broker. Hey, okay, if y'all have any other loads around here, my driver, he's gonna be in this area. Like, hey, well, can I get your information? What is your email? I'm gonna email my stuff over to you, and you can keep me in mind. So if you get something, you call me. Well, I get text messages early in the morning or email. Hey, you looking for a load? We got a load. Well, maybe, maybe not. What are you paying for it? So that's how that goes. You got to build them relationships with these brokers, man. And man, they just want the freight moved. All they want is that freight moved. That's it. What about, it says paperwork you need before dispatching. So if I was to ask you, I think I did ask you yesterday.
You did.
Yeah, so the paperwork you need for this would be, like I said, your carrier packet. You need your carry on board. And then once you get past a few steps and you get to where you're fully trying to get your business going, this and that, I would, I would send out a paper, a physical copy of the paperwork you need in order and why you need it and when to submit it. And then a digital copy that I use on Google Drive. So whenever I get a new carrier, my stuff is saved in Google Drive. Whenever I'm finna sign a carrier to a broker, I don't have to go looking for my paperwork. It's all in Google Drive. I know where it's labeled. You go there. Okay, I got a new carrier dealing with a broker. This is the carrier broker agreement. They're gonna send it over to me. I got his information or her information. I'm gonna tie it all in and I'm gonna send it back over to the broker. Or some of that stuff, you go to a website. Some brokers have a website that send you the link. You click the website, you put all the carrier information in there, and you get that carrier onboarded with that broker before they move that load. So that's the paperwork you'll need when you find them carriers. Once you find the carrier, you give them the carrier agreement. So basically, the carrier onboarding packet, and it's agreement between the carrier and the dispatcher, saying that, hey, I'm going to perform this for you, and I'm going to be charging you 6%, 8%, 10%, whatever it is, starting today. And it's going to say if I don't receive any funds within 15 days, 30 days, then this contract is terminated because you want to get paid. You don't want them to start you out. So all of this stuff is going to be paramount that you put inside of the contract, the paper, right?
Hey, another thing, when it come to the getting paid, like, do you think it's better to um get paid like from the factoring company or straight from the carrier? Sometimes these carriers, just be
So
real, bro. You can't really trust everybody.
no, that's true. But that's why you put everything, like I said, in paper. But excuse me, to your point, you when you deal with the carrier, your carrier is dealing with the factoring company. You're
Yeah,
dealing with them. So you want to make sure that they're factoring, because if they're factoring with a legitimate company, then you know that they're going to get paid, right? Unless they're doing COD, cash on delivery, which is good and cool. I do a lot of COD when I have the hot shot guys I got, they haul cars. So a lot of the car companies want them cars moved from one place to another. They do COD, cash on delivery. So what they do for me is I don't stress them. Like I said, we cool. I put it in writing, whatever. They can pay me when they soon as they do it, they can cash out me, PayPal me, Zelle me, whatever they need to do if they want to, and I send them back an invoice. So everything is invoiced for tax reasons and everything, or they can pay me at the end of the week. I'm perfectly fine with that. At the end of the week, you want to add all of it up and send I'm gonna invoice you anyway, and you're gonna get the invoice. You just pay it, send it back, right? So
yeah,
everything is
that's what
invoiced
I
and
plan on
documented.
doing.
Yeah. You plan on what at the end of the week or what?
Yeah. Really, like if I could get paid, like if I could go to like if they get factored and I get my money first, like if I go to the factoring company, but yeah, if me and the carrier have that agreement, then yeah, invoice him every week.
Yeah, see, and that's gonna go with you talking to um your carrier, right? Like y'all gonna have this conversation before y'all even proceed with any signing of anything. So
All right,
y'all gonna say like I always sit down with a carrier, like they say, hey, I'm looking for a dispatcher or whatever. Well, I can't just accept you just because you're looking for one because I don't know if I'm a good fit for you, you know? I
all
need to
right,
know what equipment you have, where you live. Okay, you tell me you live this area. I'm like, "Ugh, that's a bad area for that type of equipment. Like, how you trying to run? You trying to stay out, or you just want? Well, I want to really be around the house. Well, I ain't probably able to do nothing for you because that area you're in, there's nothing moving around there. That's why you're looking for
yeah,
somebody. So you got to know these things. You got to know where they at before you just say, yeah, I do it. Okay, pause. Tell them, okay, hold up, give me a second. Get on the Google. We got Google. We got ChatGPT. We got all of these things. You can get on there. Hey, what does freight look like coming out of Arizona?
all
Well,
right,
you'll see a big number say, like you said yesterday, 1,000 loads coming in, but 200 going out.
yeah. That ain't
It's
a
a
good
red
area,
flag. Yeah.
right? I would say, I believe this. I think one of the another thing I've been asking before I onboard carriers, like do like this consultation, like how you be doing
Say it again.
a consultation, like a 20-minute, 30 minute
So yeah, no,
consultation.
yeah, no, you definitely want to do that because, like I said, you need to get to know them. Like you don't know that if you are a good fit for them or if they are a good fit for your company because they could have a bad record. I had one guy. Uh, I mean, thankfully he was honest. He was like, man, he wanted me to run dispatch for him, whatever. And right at the end, we done talked for a while. He said, hey man, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said, I had a couple drivers, man, that got stopped and they had weed on them or something. Or they was high or whatever the case may be. But he was like, man, so a lot of what he say, his MC got flagged by a lot of brokers. So a lot of brokers don't want to deal with that MC. That MC is their social security. So
Yes.
when you call to book a load, they're gonna say, okay, cool, yeah, we still got that load going from Florida to Chicago. Hey, what's your MC? You're gonna tell them one
Yep.
one one two two three five, whatever. They're gonna say, yeah, now we can't work with you. Or
Yeah,
they're gonna say, okay,
man.
yeah, man,
Look,
yeah,
damn.
yeah, yeah. That's
Mm.
their social security number for
You
trucking.
said now who you say that you say you a carrier his one of
His
his
driver. So he
one
owned
of his
the
drive.
truck,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and he put drivers in his truck, and he had a couple. Well, I think it's one or two of them that end up getting busted for marijuana or something, or failing
Mm,
a drug test or
mm.
whatever, and
Well,
and, and it stuck
that's
with him.
another thing. I feel like these drivers got to do background checks too before they just put anybody in their trucks.
Yeah, that's true. But a lot of them will do that, man. A lot of people sneaky, man. Like,
Yeah.
man,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the game. It's the game with everything, man.
Yeah, it's hard to find people with integrity, man.
It is. So I said, but you gotta have these conversations with them to understand like I said, will they be a fit for your company? Let's say that you had nothing to do with it, but your
Right.
name is tied onto them because y'all are in
Hmm.
agreement. It can reflect your company. So that's what I'm saying. We're here to talk about being a business owner. You're running a business. You're not like this is a legitimate business, bro. I'm telling you.
Yes.
And everybody that's gonna listen to it afterward, I got a couple of people I know I gotta send to. I don't know where they at. Maybe it's too late for you, but hey, to you, to all you, this is a legitimate business and it's your business and you have to take it serious. The thing that set you apart from everybody else is you had an idea, it came into your mind, you thought on it, you sat down and you invested in yourself. Nothing never comes to no one that does not invest in themselves. If I tell you the startup cost, a lot of people tell you, hey man, just go get a laptop, what they say, a phone and Wi-Fi. Okay, well the low board costs $50 to $150 a month. Well, you still gotta get multiple load boards because one load board is not going to help you. Okay, you need a
Right.
website. Okay, you need emails. You need to get your business phone. You got
Period.
subscription for this. Money is gonna take money, money, money. You gotta get your logo made. You need a logo. You need to brand yourself. So it's gonna take money to get your business off the ground. Don't sit there and listen to people and say you can do this. Yeah, you can do it. Look rinky dink and
Yeah. Right.
unprofessional. And
Right.
you might be the best dispatcher around, but people would go off of looks. They're gonna say,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I want to go over there." Why? I don't know. They just look professional. They might be the worst company around, but just off
Yeah.
of a look, they're going to go with them. So you have to market yourself, right?
Yep. Yep. I do got a name though, but I do need to set up like the logo website.
Now, and like we spoke about the other day. Remember I said that's something that I do. I
Yeah,
actually
I
got
know.
one person I'm doing now. Yeah, so do the website, we do the logo, paperwork, all your paperwork get put in order, and your logo, all that stuff go on your paperwork, and it basically just everything get laid out specifically for you. Email, everything, your Google Drive, your forms, all your forms get set up, your email campaign to where when you have to email people, we set you templates up in your email thing to where you don't have to keep typing all that stuff out. You have templates, right? This
Yeah,
is what you
yeah.
want to do for business. You're gonna get overwhelmed. Trust me. You're gonna have a lot going on to where I need to send an email to somebody real quick. I don't have time to type it all out 100 times. I got 100 people contact me about the same thing. I don't need to keep
Right.
typing it out the whole time. So let me template it, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, I definitely need help with all that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's definitely something we do. Also, some common mistakes new dispatchers make. We also talk about this. So working without agreements, and that goes back to what we was talking about, like the paperwork. The paperwork is going to be paramount. It's going to be very important that whatever, like, you got to think, let's say you in, I'm using myself, I'm in Texas. Let's say you in Texas and you dealing with somebody in Minnesota. Whatever. I'm just using a state. You don't know them from a can of paint, but you got some that you offering some that they need, and then they're gonna help you grow your business because you can assist them, right? I don't know you though enough to trust you. I know that I can assist you. I know what you told me. Let's put all this stuff in paper. Let's put it in writing. That way we have the agreements. You agreed to pay me this. So when the time comes, I'm getting what we talked about. Always paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. That's always number one. Do not worry about nothing else until whatever it is on the paper, and those lines are signed, the signature and the date. Then, okay, now we can go to the next step, right? Taking low paying loads out of fear. And that's one thing I don't do. And I have a lot of my carriers that they say, man, I really do love you, man. I respect you. Because I was like, man, I had a nice load for you. They didn't want to pay. It would have ran nice. And I was like, he was like, they wanted to run that at that moment. I'm like, nah, give me a second, give me a few hours. I'm gonna move some around. Let me see. And then they say, man, I really do appreciate you, man, for just not throwing me out there on the road and running my truck for nothing just to keep me running. I mean, just because the wheels running don't mean that you're making money. So you want to make sure that you're not just taking the first cheap freight. Man, I haven't had a freight load all day. I'm just gonna take this one. And then you run, and the only thing you got is $20 in your pocket, and you hungry, and you finna go spend half of that at Subway. And
Nah,
then you gotta
man,
try to get back
nah.
home. Yeah, well, it happens,
Yeah, I
man. A lot of
can't.
people just
I
take cheap
know it.
freight.
I know it, but I couldn't do them like that. No,
Yeah, but you don't want to do that to somebody, man, because I'm telling you,
no.
you're gonna lose business quick.
Yep. So weird.
Right.
I said though, I say it's not more of, how to get the carrier, it's more how to keep them. That's my biggest thing. Bro. I want to keep them.
You're ahead of the game. Because you thinking, I'm telling you, you're ahead of the game, and it can work out, and you can be successful. I'm telling you, man, you're ahead of the game with everything you're saying. And like as far as like I said, when you pay attention to the red flags of loads coming in and out, like a lot of people don't think like that, and that's why I was gonna show. What is that? Hold up, 1 second. For instance, this is what we was gonna go. I'm gonna throw it up there. Can you see my screen still?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So you see the map.
Yeah, yeah. One, two, three. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this is just one. This is just a basic load board. I use truck stop, truck path DAT 123, ship dot cars, and super dispatch. That's why I said we go over all those though. You gotta use multiple load boards. But for instance,
Oh,
so
for
to your
sure.
point, see how it says right here, outbound 126, inbound 182. They close, right?
Yeah,
Not bad.
yeah. I want to see nobody out there.
I wouldn't either. Not at all. But you see that, like you
What the
said,
hell is in Montana anyway?
yeah, nothing. That's why you only have 100 and some low, but I mean that statistic is could be going over a span of a year or so. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that's a week or a month. So, but
Right.
this is something that you're gonna want to listen like this. You don't want to go to California. California inbound, the
No.
big difference
Ooh,
is good. It's good going into
I'm
California. It's just hard
not
getting
going out. Yeah.
right. So yeah, so that's something that we look at, but we'll go over that. And another mistake people make is ignoring compliance. And that goes back to what I said about the DOT. Like, it's very important that you know this because if you're sending a driver somewhere, and like I said, they're wholly trusting in you to dispatch them, to get them going. Like, they don't want to deal with that stuff. I just want to dispatch. I just want to drive. Some people, a lot of times people get into trucking, man, I just want to drive. I don't want to do all the technicalities it is. I don't want to try to figure out where to go. I just want to drive and make some money. Okay, that's when you come in to solve that problem, right? You're solving the problem that they have. And that's because they want to drive for 11 hours, 8 to 11 hours. And once they get off from driving, they don't want to get on their phone and all night calling people or looking for a load They just want to see a text message or whatever you doing to dispatch them saying, hey, uh, this is where you're going in the morning, this is where you're going. Cool, bet.
All right.
I know where I'm going. Say so.
Yeah, I wonder how like how do because this as far as keeping up with the plan, that run by city to city, state to state. You got federal compliance. Like that's a lot to keep up with. Like how do they like like especially you, so you've been in the game for a while. How do you keep up with compliance with as far as like states,
You make a
state?
folder. A folder. So remember I told you earlier, I'm a very organized person. So I make a folder. And then when you make a folder, they have those things called dividers. You put the
Yeah,
dividers in there and then you put the state. Put the state on each divider. You got to make it. You got to get you a filing cabinet. Like I said, you're a business owner. You're going to deal with paperwork. You're going to deal with stuff that your driver is heading to. And then a lot of this stuff is not going to come within a couple months or a year. Over time, you like, okay, we dealt with, like I said, with that problem in Arizona. I didn't know that.
yeah.
But what do you think I did after I found out? I,
Put in paper,
I typed
put
it
in
up,
file.
printed it out. I did my research, printed it out. Got a printer, big printer in my office that I just needed. I use it all day, every day, and I put it in the folder. Okay, in Arizona, this finna go in there. So if I'm sending a driver to Arizona, okay, I'm flipping my board open. What's some red flags we look at when we going into Arizona? Oh, okay, cool. So that's something that I look into when I'm doing
Oh,
that, right?
gotcha.
So organize, get you a folder. Make sure that make sure that you organizing all this stuff so you know what's going on when you're sending your driver there, right?
Gotcha.
That goes to the next one, poor communication. If you're not communicating, they're not communicating with you, then it's going to be a problem. So you want to make sure that your communication is 100% top tier. You do not want to be that dispatcher to where they're like, hey, I called my dispatcher. I can't get in touch with them.
Oh man, yeah.
I hear that
Right.
all the time, man. I'm like, your dispatcher? Yeah, I had to call them, man. They didn't call. Wow. Well,
Oh yeah, I know I'm gonna have a proper business phone and a whole other business line, but I know that phone gonna stay on, bro. Like 24
somebody,
7.
you said your phone.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna have another phone so business, and having a whole business line. I'm saying that phone gonna stay on. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
No, that's and then that's something too that I suggest business phone. Like you don't want your personal
yeah. Or
phone
you can
and
have like one of them apps.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You can
I don't
use
text now
uh
or burner.
you can use that. You can use damn, what's the one I use? Side hold up, man, it's right here. Let me pull mine up. But it's a few of them.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
No, no, okay. But yeah, so one of the ones that oh yeah, sideline.
Oh
So
yeah,
sideline
I
is the
heard
one I
about.
use, but I use that for so remember I told you so I do have an insurance agency, Covenant Coverage Group. That's an insurance agency that's been started way before I started dispatching. So that's just something else that I've been had a venture and it's very successful. But
Oh,
I use that for that business. But
what
now
type
I
of
have
insurance
eight.
you sell? Life
Well,
insurance,
life and
life
health
and
insurance.
health.
Yes.
Okay.
So, but that was only because some personal reasons with my mother or whatever, and I had to just get into it to kind of help her out, man, just to keep that short. But I ended up turning it into a whole, agency. All you needed to do was get your LLC and then pay for it, just become an agency, and then I hired agents up under me and trained them, right? But nevertheless, I use that sideline app. And for instance, hold on one second. This is good. I need to show it anyway. So right here, let me show you. So if you look right here, this is it. So sideline. Stay
Okay.
private with a second phone number, whatever. This is the one that I use, and you can use multiple different kind, like the ones you name, but this is one that I specifically use myself for my business, and it works good. They can leave voicemails. You can set it up to where if they text you, it can automatically reply. You can get back with them. I use this one a lot, but I use other one too. So I have multiple phones that I will use though, but these are specifically for the business purposes.
Cool. Well, it's better than me buying a whole other phone. But,
Yeah, but no,
yeah.
it's all tied into your one phone. Like you don't have to have
Oh,
more than one phone. It's just it's on there. So like when they call, it'll separate from your personal phone and your
all
business
right.
phone. Then you're gonna want it like that for tax purposes. Now, at the end of the month, at the end of the year, these are tax write-offs, deductibles, right? You paying a phone bill for your business all year. It's a write-off.
Yeah.
You save
Yeah.
money,
Yeah.
right? You got to pay
Yeah.
in to the government because hey, this is a deductible.
Right.
Your low board subscriptions, that's a deductible. You want to keep receipts on everything that you do. I print them out. I print my receipts out, and in my filing cabinet, I have a certain section specifically for tax purposes, right? At the end of the year.
Cool. Oh yeah,
And they
yeah. It's
go,
just like also just um setting up a business bank account and things of this shit.
yeah, when I use Chase,
I was
Chase
just
Business.
thinking about them.
I
I was
use
just
Chase. I
thinking
like
about
Chase,
them.
man.
Yeah,
And
I
then
think I'm
there's
gonna
one
go with
called
Chase.
Bluebond. Yeah. And I'm gonna show you another one right quick. Give me 1 second. This is one that I really like. Hold up. I gotta put them on here. Maybe I can get in with them one time because I use them a lot. They pretty good. Give me 1 second. Yeah, you're gonna want this for any business purposes. That way, all your personal expenses and your business expenses are separate. So let's say right here, this is one that I like. I don't know if you ever heard of them. Blue Vine.
Blue Vine, yeah, I have. Yeah,
Blue Vine is a business checking built for you. I actually use this one for my insurance business, and then I use Chase for this and the driving, like with my brothers. So we use that for all business, tied in together.
gotcha.
So yeah, that's a good one, man. Blue Vine, Blue Vine business checking built for you. I like that one. I vouch for them too.
Cool, cool.
I need to do something with them. That goes with my marketing. Like I said, you market, get on TikTok, Instagram, or something. Like I said, I just started with all that, man. I'm a cold call, door knock, hit the ground type of guy. Like I remember
Yeah,
before we had phones, so I'm not a shy person. Like I'm easy to go out and tell you what I offer. I mean, if you say no, hey man, I respect it. You don't need my services, but it's a million plus other
yep,
people out there that
yeah. So
somebody's
how
going to
many?
say, yeah,
Yeah, you got to think about how many people come in the trucking industry daily.
every day,
How many new authorities get
every day, man.
every single day? Yeah,
People want to start their own little trucking line. They get one or two trucks and they want to put drivers in there. They need a
yep,
dispatcher. And
yeah.
you pop up.
But
Yep.
sometimes, like like I said, some they a battle truck, and then they get drivers, and they'll end up dispatching their own, you know, for their own company. It didn't make sense. Like, so they own the truck and do the dispatch. So
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Those cases, it's still always 50-50 because not everybody's like that. Like some people
true.
just want
Yeah,
to, they'll pay you 6%. Hey, yeah, I pay you 6%. What's the problem with that?
yeah, yeah,
Yep. Yep. So that goes with the bottom half, what I said, no tracking of profit or performance. So like I said, like we were just talking about with your business bank account, all that stuff is gonna play off at the end of the year for your taxes and stuff. And then you can see your profit.
yeah.
You
So
can see what you did good and what you
yeah,
yep. So those are the mistakes that people made, man. So remember that. So how to scale your dispatching business. So first, Like I said, you want to put a system in place for managing multiple trucks. Remember, you asked the question. I remember you put it under the comment. How many trucks, when you first start out? Man, 3 to 5. 3 to 5 is going to do you good. Man, really, three for just
Yeah,
one person would make you
really three.
decent
Well,
money.
I be hesitant about five. Might be a little too
You can
much
do it
for
though.
one
It's not
person.
bad.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. You be putting the work in. You got to think, man. It's not. It's not as bad as you think. It's like you just have to be a well managed and organized person and able to maneuver. Like you willing to get your desk, your office set up and have multiple screens. You need multiple screens. And when you
yeah,
got multiple screens, you're able to look at different things and multitask. You're able to move. If you organize yourself from the beginning, you don't have to go trying to find stuff or getting lost or you can't find it for them when they need it. It'll go smooth. The
yeah.
last thing a carrier want is they call you, hey, the broker said that they need this paper sent over. A copy of my insurance. I don't have a copy of my insurance. Do you have a copy of my insurance? I know I sent you one. Oh yeah, give me a minute. And it's an hour later and they still ain't got it. It's like I can pull like my drivers right now. I got their name on file, all this stuff.
Yeah,
I can
that's
go
that's the
right,
thing. I probably create a file and then, you
huh?
know, create a file for each for each carrier. I
Yeah.
have all the paperwork on their names.
No, you
So
definitely want to do that.
yeah, for sure.
You definitely want to do that. Let me see right here.
But that's crazy to not have a copy of your own insurance. So even though
That's why they hire you though, man. And it's not
yeah,
they don't have a copy. It's just they
they
might
so
have to
busy.
do a little
Yeah,
digging to do it to where they just can't get it that quick. Let's see. But yeah, I was gonna pull this so fast right here. I'm gonna show you. So let me show you. So if you look right here, for instance, let's say this is my Google Drive. Can you see it?
yeah, for sure.
Huh?
Yeah, I see it.
So for instance, like this one of my drivers. I ain't gonna show too much of his stuff, but
Yeah,
like if you look right here,
yeah,
I got
Amber.
his driver license stuff on file. I got a hot shot. This is the person I deal with, got their stuff. I got right here one of the box trucks I deal with, 26 foot. This is Brian. I got all his stuff carry on board, and I got right here. They got a hot shot. This Amber. I got their stuff right here. This is all in my Google files, like stuff, email confirmations, new authorities. This is what I did. How I deal with new authorities. Full action checklist. This for people that need full, like how to take full action. All this stuff, man. I keep all of this stuff on file in a Google Drive to where if somebody say, "Hey, Amber said." Hey, I need a copy of my insurance and my driver license right quick. Cause I don't have it. I'm not in my office. Cool. Give me a second. I'm gonna email it over to you right now. I can
I
go
need
click
to set
two or
up a
three buttons and it's over to him right now, right?
all right. I sure need to set up a Google business account.
Yeah. That's what I said, man. I mean, you can set it up, however, get somebody to help you out or whatever, however it go. But yeah, I mean, that's why I said, like, especially we speak on my master, uh, dang it, mentor. I almost said masterclass. The mentorship. Um, It's basically as it says, like a mentor. Somebody the mentor is to help you get to where you need. And that's what that is. It's to help you. Like I remember I had a mentor. I had somebody mentor me. I didn't just start doing this by myself. 'Cause I knew about the load side, like driving the trucks. I knew about going into this place. I done drove up this highway this, interstate this. I knew that. But as far as like, okay, how do I deal with the back office side? Well,
All right.
I dealt with a mentor. I hired me a mentor and they helped me out. And
Yeah,
I'm like, okay,
yeah,
well, that makes a lot of sense. This is the paper. I didn't know what paperwork I needed. I didn't know what a carry onboarding was. Like, what do I need to get from them?
yeah,
Why do I need this information? I need to get a W-9 from them. Why? I need a copy of the insurance. Why? I didn't know these things. I
yeah,
just knew that, hey, I just drive, man. We got a dispatcher. We work for this company. They took care of all that stuff. We just signed up as a driver and hey, we got a load. on the load board. Okay, let's go. That's where you come in with these things, man. As an experienced driver, I did not know these things that you going to be doing as a dispatcher for the drivers.
Yeah. So,
Right. So it says, so how to scale your business, dispatching, right? We get past it. So it says hiring help as you grow, building a professional brand. Like I said, creating multiple income streams and thinking long term. You want to do that. What let me see. So your next step after this class, obviously, you join the community, school community, right? That's where a lot of the information is going to be going in future tense, right? Continue to learn with structured resources. I'm going to be sending you, and then it's a couple other people that already submitted and did this and that, registered, whatever. But I'm going to submit some stuff to them as well. Mentorship options available, one-on-one consultations about things and take action immediately. Like, don't just sit on it. You already got the idea. You know what you want to do. It's like, don't we sometimes we hold ourselves back.
uh,
Just do it. And once it comes into your mind, just do it. Lay it out. And if you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it, or you're going to waste your time knowing that you really want to do it, but you're just scared to jump out there. That's most people's problem. They're scared they're
oh
going to fail.
yeah,
You're already failing when you're not doing it.
all right,
So
yeah,
the next step, do it and succeed, right?
for sure.
So, like I said, ask questions, get clarity. Let's build this the right way. If you got any questions, what you been doing, ask. So, first off, what is a freight dispatcher and what they do? Freight dispatching is managing a carrier's freight workflow. Like we said, the workflow goes from finding loads, you're going to negotiate those rates, you're going to handle the paperwork, and you're going to coordinate and communicate and keep the truck moving and keep it profitable. You're going to be doing that. So you're gonna use the load board, call the broker, rate come, that's your rate confirmation. They're gonna pick up, you're gonna see where your driver at, whether you track them with an app, Marco, you can do Marco Point, or some drivers, I just call them. Hey man, or they'll call me. Yeah, man, I'm about an hour from the drop. Okay, cool. Let me call the broker and let them know you'll be there soon, right? Delivery and POD. Delivery and POD. You want to make sure that you get that confirmation. That's the only way you're going to get paid. They have to
Right,
see that delivery, that POD, that point of delivery. Like when you made it there and you delivered that stuff, they know, okay, this freight's been delivered. They can't just take your word for it. That goes back to that
right.
paperwork. So this is gonna go back
That's
into you need to be on top of the paperwork. You need to check the rate confirmation. We're gonna go over that in a minute. What's on there? What you need to be looking for when you're doing this.
for the who get the POD? Do the broker send it to the? No, do the carrier send it to the broker?
So it's the no the carrier. So the carrier gets it and they send it to you. So you're gonna have what I have is
Yeah.
what I use is a scanning app. So once they do it, they scan it in, it all comes to me, and then I submit it to their factoring company or whatever, and
Oh, okay.
that way they can get paid. But the broker pretty much you can send it to the broker and let them know, hey, this been delivered, and they're gonna pay your factoring company. So yeah, but your driver will get it because they get this paperwork at the place where they dropping off,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So once they
The
get
shipping
it,
office.
somebody gonna sign off on it. They're gonna unload your truck or you're gonna pick it up or whatever. And once they pick it up, they're gonna say, all right, sign this for me. They're gonna give you a copy, they're gonna keep a copy, you're gonna take that copy, the driver is, and he's gonna go in his truck or wherever he go, and he's gonna scan it in, take a picture of it, scan it in, and it's gonna send it up to you on the app or through your email. And then you're gonna have that information, you're gonna put it on file. You want to keep up with that for a while, just to after you get paid at least, right?
Okay,
It's just a
so
confirmation that this load was delivered, so they can't come back and say, "Well, we don't have no confirmation saying that load ever made it there." What? We dropped it off. What you mean? Yeah, but we don't have no paperwork. Like you said, shady people in this industry. They
yeah,
don't want
oh
to pay you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Brokers are. Ooh man,
yeah.
they got a bad
Brokers.
name.
Yeah, No, definitely.
But yeah, the I know the so you say the carrier supposed to send the dispatch, the
Yeah,
POD, and the POD supposed to send it to the the
bro.
dang, the
The broker.
factoring company.
Yeah, no. So you would send it to, for instance, so when you sign up a carrier to a broker, like wherever they can get a load from, right?
Hmm.
They going to get a carrier. You're gonna do a carrier onboarding package with a carrier broker package with that broker, whoever you trying to haul this load from. They're gonna ask you, do you factor with anybody? Excuse me. You're gonna say yes. You're gonna tell them your factoring company name. They're gonna put it out in the system. If if your factoring company is credible, they known it's gonna pull up in their system, and they're gonna know who to send it to. So once you get done, you're going to send that POD that delivery confirmation to the broker. Hey, my driver has delivered that load. Here's your POD showing delivery, and they're going to release that money to your factoring company. So you're just sending it over to the broker, letting them know, man, we completed this. Now it's time to pay us.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
you're just sending the
Gotcha.
broker. The broker is just going to release the money. They're gonna let your factoring company know, hey, yeah, it's said completed this load. We're going to pay him $2,500, and then in the amount, I mean, in the days of 15 days or 30 days, it should be released, and your factoring company just fronts you that money ahead of time. They might do it the same day, the next day, or however many, whatever y'all agreement is. But they
Gotcha.
know for a fact they're gonna get that money back because they already talked to the broker, and the broker releasing that money to them.
Okay,
The factoring
I got
company is just for you to get your money a lot faster than brokers. They like to pay 15 to 30 days. Like who wants to wait a
you. All
month
right.
to get paid for running loads? Like you can't work like that.
Yeah, no, I got bills.
Yeah, man, and that's a
All
long
right.
time, a month.
Yes.
It add
Yes,
up,
it
but
is.
yeah.
So it is.
So for
Okay,
instance,
I got you.
yeah, yeah. Now that's a good question, man. Yeah.
To be clear, I get it from the I get
So from the driver. So let's say the driver get to the place, he dropped the load off, he
yeah.
delivered it. So the driver's there. Somebody in the warehouse is going to sign off on that. You can't just drop
Right.
something off and leave. So they're gonna
Right.
sign off on that saying that I received this load. They're going to then upload this however you use if you use a software app or if you use email. They're gonna take a picture of it or upload it, and it's going to come to you.
Okay.
They're going to send it to the dispatcher, which is you.
Okay. Okay.
You're going to send it to
The
the
broker.
broker saying, "Hey, okay, my
Proof
carrier
of delivery.
said just deliver
Yeah.
this load. Here's your POD showing that it is delivered. It was signed by such and such. Now release our money." So from the carrier to the dispatcher, dispatcher to the broker, and then the
Gotcha.
broker just releases the funds to the factoring company.
Gotcha. I got you.
Gotcha. So, for instance, like I said, so it's load board, call broker, rate confirmation, pickup and tracking, delivery. Pickup and tracking means, like I said, you just trying to see where your driver's at, make sure that he's on time or she on time, whatever. So your carrier wants. This is what a dispatcher always got to pay attention to. Remember, the carrier is not working for you. You are not working for the carrier. Y'all are just in an agreement to help each other out.
Right.
He or she is not your boss. You is not their boss. They don't have to accept any load you send them.
Right.
And you don't have to do whatever they tell us. Like y'all are in agreement together. So you as a freight dispatcher, you want to make sure that you are accommodating them because you're trying to bring value to their business. The carrier might want $2.20 plus a mile. They don't want to take nothing for $2 a mile. They don't want to take nothing for $1.50, $1.85. They might want $2.20 or above, $2.50, $3 a mile, things like that.
Yeah.
They might not want a deadhead 200 miles. They max might be just 150. And then they might don't want to go to New York or Minnesota or
Right.
Chicago. You got to know this and write this stuff down in your carrier pack it so when you looking for loads for said, well, I know said he ain't gonna take this load for no hundred. I mean, $1.50 a mile. Why would I call you and waste your time when you already told me this? Now, if you change
Right.
your stipulation and say, okay, man, things are getting kind of tight. I can be a little leaner. I take $1.50, $1.85 to, you know what I'm saying, for right now just to move around. Okay, I got you, man. I'm gonna look for that.
Gotcha.
So you gotta know what your carrier wants. That's the dispatcher job is to find loads that match and protect profit. So it match what the carrier want, and you're gonna protect and make sure that they're making money. They're not losing money. They're not just out there driving just to say I'm a truck driver. I
Right.
have a hot shot business, a box truck. No, you want to make a profit. The whole point is to make a profit for everybody, right? Because the brokers they're making profit. They're moving that load. That load is probably worth a couple $1,000, 10, $20,000 or so, depending on what you're moving. They just
Yep.
trying to pinch you off of, 1,200, 2,500. They can pay
Yep.
more. That's what negotiating come into.
I always say, do you think brokers make? For some reason, I just really believe dispatchers make more than brokers. Like,
Eh, I can't say that because brokers deal directly with the shipper.
right? They do.
And the
Yeah.
shipper, they're getting paid whatever percent. Like they're knowing how much this load is moving. That's why the shipper. So this is the connection. You got the shipper. The shipper is the person that has whatever material that
Right.
needs to be moved, right? This is
Right.
the material. Let's say I got steel beams that need to go 1,000 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm the shipper. This is we just made this stuff, or we selling it. I
Might
don't
be the
know.
manufacturer. Yep.
I don't know who can move this. Call a broker. Broker. Okay, so the shipper called a broker. The broker say, okay, I'm gonna post this on a load board. I'm gonna
Yep.
find some drivers. The shipper like, okay, man, I can pay 2,500, man. That's all I can do. If you can find somebody that can move it for me for 2,500, they might not even said that. They might said, we can move it for 1,200, and then a broker gonna get on there and post it for 2,500 and tell you, hey, man, that's all we got, man. Man, we can't offer nothing else. This is all we're getting. They're lying.
Yeah, I
In
know.
some cases,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 85% because I can't say 100% that everybody is like that, but I'm telling you from my experience,
I
they
already
will lie.
know
It's like, man, you're getting more out of this. You're telling me
way
this.
more.
Yeah, I've had them do that, and then nobody want to budge off that load, and then a day or two later they up it another 500, $600. I'm like, well, I thought you were capped out. You didn't have no more money. How did this load change that quick? Now you got a deadline. You're gonna lose money. You want to up some more money. So that's from my experience. So. The real role of a dispatcher, right? And I'm gonna shoot past this, but protects time so the carrier isn't stuck on the phone all day. This is your job. You protect profit and reduce stress. You protect their time so they ain't worried about being on the phone all day. If you can see
Yeah.
right here, before dispatcher, after dispatcher. So the question is a dispatcher really needed? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because before that, they got all these calls, they taking cheap freight, they late, the updates late, after dispatcher, consistent lanes, better rates per mile, clean communication, right? You're not worried about all that stuff. You're not worried about trying to drive. You got to pull over to try to talk to the broker or call them and say, I'm gonna be late. You're gonna be even later trying to pull over and tell them you're gonna be late. Protect their money. You get them better rates, better lanes. Protect their operations. You take care of the paperwork, scheduling, and follow-ups. And you protect their reputation as professional communication with the broker. You are the mouthpiece for them to the broker. You want to make sure that you're talking good on the behalf of your business and their business, right? For example, this is example script that I will use. It's like, hey, so this is Chris with Blue Border Dispatcher. I'm calling on the load because going from Dallas, Texas to Chicago, Illinois. Is this still available? They'll say, okay, yeah, it's still available. Or they might ask you for a load ID. It's a specific number that brings up that specific load. And you're gonna say, okay, they're gonna say, yeah, it's still available. You're gonna say, okay, what's the commodity? Like what are we hauling? What is the weight and the pickup time? They're gonna give you all of these specifics on that load. You want to make sure you write this down or you remember it. if you got a good memory, but write this stuff down. So
I
when your
had to
driver gets
screenshot
there,
that one.
yeah. So when your driver get there, you're not getting something that they didn't even talk about. They didn't tell you that it was gonna hang off a little bit. You're like, well, you didn't tell me this in the thing. We talked about this. Oh yeah, I forgot. They just trying to move that freight and gonna get you down there and waste your time because they know you're not gonna want to just leave. Because I done wasted my time getting down here to haul this. I need to get this money, right? So it says after you find out the commodity, what you hauling, your weight, and your pickup time, then you're going to okay, my carrier can pick it up today. So what's the best rate you can do? This is when you start negotiating. They're gonna say, well, man, it's posted for 12. That's really all we can do. Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna come back. I already did my calculation before I even got on the phone with them. I do my stuff quick. Or while I'm on the phone with them, I got a calculator next to me. I'm typing everything up and I'm saying, okay, it's gonna take us, we're gonna need this much to move this. Let's say that they offering it for 1,200. It's gonna take us 1,500 to move it. I'm not gonna start with 1,500 because obviously they're gonna go down and I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna say, man, we can do it for, can you do 18? Man, 18 is too much, man. We can do 1,250. Man, we really need close to 18. What about 17? I could do 17, 1750. Man, that's too much, man. Meet me down the middle, man. 1,500 or something. All right, man, we can do it for 1,500. So me just negotiating, starting high, I got it for what I really wanted. I'm not gonna start with 1,500 in my negotiation because I know for a fact they're going to go down. We're gonna try to meet in between 12 to 15, and I don't want that. I want to meet between 12 and 18 and get closer to 15 or above as I can. So that's how you want to negotiate. So that's why it says if we can get to blank, I can get you a truck confirmed right now. I got a truck ready to move this, man. Can we do it for this? You need this freight gone. If you did not need it gone, you wouldn't have put it on that load board. I
Right.
know you need us. If because if you can move it yourself, why would they
You
put it
would.
on the load
Right.
board?
Right.
So
Right.
they need you. You just gotta you can't just accept anything. You gotta play with them. You gotta use the wiggle room. This is what I need to
How
move
you
this.
calculate the
So
when
for
you say you
instance,
calculate the numbers, how you
okay, so for instance, hold, give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm gonna do it right here. Let's do a live example. Right here. You can see my screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, so let's say I find a low, right? So give me a city. Give me a city. It don't
Uh,
matter.
uh, I say Dallas, Texas.
All right, let's go to Dallas. So we're gonna do Dallas, Texas. Where we going?
Um, I I say probably Tallahassee, Florida.
So let's go to Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah.
Let's see what's there, right? So let's do that. How much you want a deadhead? Let's say outside of like if there's not a load in Dallas, how far are you willing to drive away from there to find this load? 10 miles, 50, 1,000, 500, 250. I'm gonna
I
tell you
say
this straight up. Anything over 200 is overkill and
I'm
it's
gonna
probably
say
not
two.
gonna be worth it.
I'm gonna say 200 even.
So let's say 200. So we're gonna leave that 200 both of them, right? Okay, pickup date, we're gonna leave it just any date right now. That's what you be doing. And then right here, available capacity, you want to go down to right here. And what are you going to be using to haul? Are we using flatbed, dry van, power only, step deck, reefer, which is refrigerated trucks? You
Also,
got cargo van, you got heavy haul, low board. Like what are we doing? What do you got? What are we hauling?
flatbed.
Right, we do flatbed, all flatbed right here, right? So we got flat.
I'm gonna say vans too though.
Okay, let's do both. So let's do this.
Yeah.
So we do. Matter of fact, let's just do any.
Yeah.
Just to open it up right now, Brian, right? Okay, so once we do that, we need to figure out our size. So you put any, we're gonna take that up to a 53 footer. So between The smallest truck you can find to the largest one you can find. The weight from the bottom to all the way to the max capacity. We're gonna go there, right? So we open it up broad. So we're gonna get here from Dallas to here. We see our lows, right?
Hmm.
So if you look here, you got Mesquite, Texas, right here where my mouse is at. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's your deadhead. So from Dallas to Mesquite is just 11-mile deadhead.
Cool.
And then you got Douglas, Georgia. That's where you dropping off. So it's 112 miles from where you trying to go in Tallahassee, Florida. So once we get to Tallahassee, down towards Tallahassee, Florida, we still got 112 miles to get there, right? That's a deadhead to that. So there's nothing really going into Tallahassee, Florida. You got things that's going 100 or so odd miles outside
Right.
of Tallahassee, Florida, but it's
Oh,
close by there. So I know if I want to, if I live in Tallahassee, Florida, I'm in Dallas trying to get from Dallas to home. The closest one I'm gonna get is like this one, this Ennis going 109 miles, but I would do something like Douglas 112. So
yeah.
once I drop that load off, I got 112 miles till I get home, which is roughly what, an hour and a half or so.
Uh,
That's not bad.
Not bad at
So
all.
let's say we was to do this. I'm gonna click the load, right? I'm gonna click the load. So when I get here, can you see this side?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So this is your map. I love to look at the map. Let's say you got a hot shot, right? And you're doing a partial. So with a hot shot, I don't know if you know the difference between a partial and a full. So right now we're open. We'll just go down and see what this is for. But just for an example, I like to look at this map to look on down through the route to see what else I'm going through. Like I might want to find a load in Shreveport, Jackson, Montgomery. I might want to find something else on the way if I have room on my truck to continue to go that way. That way you can maximize the profit. So you don't want to just worry about that one to that one. If you can find something else that's on the route, you don't want to go out the way
All
to
right.
try to find something else. It might be something in Tyler right here. It might be something in Shreveport. It might be something in Jackson, Montgomery, whatever, right on the way. So you always want to look into that. Right here, email. A lot of times you will find it's easier to book loads through email. You can email the broker and they'll message you back less than a minute.
Uh,
They won't answer the phone though. So I have booked loads through email. It's a lot easier and smoother. The phone number and you got a message. You can message them, right? Right here, it shows you the pickup, all this, what time, where it's going. This was posted 8+ hours ago, obviously, because the pickup, they still ain't moved it or they have not took it off the load board because it's still on here. Now, to your question, right here, I like 123 because they actually put a lot of this stuff on here. So, your question. How do I find the rate? You're gonna do your miles. If you look right here, this whole run is 893 miles times whatever you want per mile. If you see the slash and mile, they
yeah.
paying $1.85 per mile. So 893 times
Uh,
185 equals
Thank you.
1650. So I mean they're not I need they're paying $16. I mean $1,650 for this load. But remember, I told you, then you'll start adding in your fuel costs. Well, it's gonna roughly take you $415 in diesel or whatever you're hauling using
Right.
to get that load there. So I gotta subtract that from that 1650 because I'm not getting that 1650 when I get there.
Right.
Additional costs. That can be you putting back for maintenance. You probably had to buy some, for the truck or some, whatever. It's other things that come in play when you moving this load. You might blow a tire or something. You want to put some money back every time you get a load just in case you blow a tire.
Hey,
You got the money saved up for maintenance. So all in all, you pay the dispatcher fee. Let's say your dispatcher charge 8%. You got to pay that. By the time all that's said and done, they're
got less
looking at a
money.
profit per day for that day because it's gonna take them 2 days to get that to move that roughly. They looking at probably 550 a day, so 1,000, $1,100 off that load. So they really getting paid $1.23 per mile. They're not really getting paid the
The whole
dollar and 85
16
because
because
by
the
the time you
expenses.
subtract out, yes, it's gonna take what you're making down. So when I talk to the broker, I'm gonna take all that in consideration. Instead of me doing it for $1.85,
I was thinking at
I
least.
want to start. I'm gonna type in
Yeah,
$2.50.
I
I
was
need
thinking
at
at least
least,
30.
yeah. So when I get down here, I'm back to $1.83 after all the stuff that I didn't had to pay right here. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
make what they really posted it for. They're gonna take care of my expenses. So I'm gonna start with 250 to get it back to $1.83. So the 1,600 was my profit,
yeah,
right? So remember they had it at $1.85.
yeah.
That's 1652. It's gonna take it down to $1.24, which you're gonna make 1,100 after you subtract your expenses right here. Your 415 for fuel and then your extra expenses, right? I'm looking at
Mm,
making 1104 for this run. Now, that's cool. We can get there, whatever. But my point is your negotiation with these brokers, you want to start high. Start
yeah,
high. I'm gonna put 250 of mine. I need to make at least $2.50. Hey, can you do it for 250 of mine? Ah man, 250 is too much, man. Man, we gotta make at least 250 a mile, man. I tell you what, after you get done talking, man, 225, man, is what we can do.
yeah. I was sure would have said at least
Yeah,
220.
yeah, 220, 225. You do that, you look, your profit, 1432. Your driver looking to make 1,400 after they done took care of everything, paid you, your money coming out of that, everything. You're good, right? And a lot of times you come down here, the rate check. I love 123 because they have a lot of stuff on here. They show you this load, the average rate for a load like this is $2.09 per mile. So that
Yeah,
lets me know that they're starting out very light. They're not bad because they was at 185, but we still want to start up here to knock them down to that. They might say, man, we can do $2. I can't do 225. We can do $2. Okay, cool. We closer to this 2.9 than we was with the 1.85. So we started high and knocked it down, yeah, but we got to where we wanted to be.
for sure.
And also backhauls. I loved it. I love 123. And a lot of DAT got it too.
I know, like for some of them, they only use only one low board. Like,
Yeah, but that's kind of it's not it's not profitable, man, because they like all these brokers don't post to the same load board.
yeah,
You have brokers that are opposed to certain load boards that certain loads that's on this load board is not on DAT. It's not on Truckers Path, Truck Stop, Ship.cars. Like Ship.cars just deal like it says cars. Like and those be
right,
some good loads. If you got a trucker that they like they're a car hauler, you
yeah,
want to be on the car hauling thing, and then also on this because you'll find some they got cars on here, but it's mainly on Ship.cars. They moving 6 to 8 cars at a time, making good money. Where you got a driver that he just want to haul cars for dealerships. He can do that, Then I just use that one load board, like you said, with that one. But with somebody that got like a dry van or a flatbed, man, I'm using all of them, man. Like trying to figure out what I can pull you off there. I might find a smoking load on 123, and I ain't had no BS on DAT all day. DAT is I'm not gonna speak down on them. I like DAT. It's just they be overrated to me. 123 is pretty good. DAT is great. I'm not saying they not.
what about truck stop? You use them?
Truck Stop, Truck Smarter. I use every load board you can possibly think of, man. I
Cool.
utilize everything. That's why I said you got to build your system. Utilize all of the stuff that's available for you. Don't just say, ah, I'm just gonna use one. Man, you're missing out because you don't know what's on. If if one load board had everything on there, and all the loads, all the problems solved that the dispatcher and the carrier need. What is the need for all the other load boards? What's the difference? That means that the one is offering something that the other one don't. Like this one right here, the way this one's set up with all the stuff, all this going on, DAT don't have that. They don't have a lot of that stuff. Now they have they perks that 123 don't have. So it just all depends on that, right? But yeah, so once you do that, you find your rate, then that's when you're going into this broker call right here, right? Figuring out how to negotiate with them is to keep the truck moving. So to structure your dispatch business correctly, business setup. You want to make, like we said, you want to brand yourself, your business name, your logo, professional email. You want to get that dedicated line, like we talked about, sideline, website and branding, business bank account. We talked about that. And then your documents. We talked about the documents. You want your dispatch agreement signed agreement, not just have it. You want to be signed and read over. Your limited power of attorney, that's your POA. That's just a contract between you and the carrier that they able to work on your behalf, right? You're able to work on their behalf, right? Because you're going to be doing a lot of this stuff for them. So they're basically entrusting you with signing these contracts, dealing things with the brokers and stuff. You using their MC and DOT number, booking loads under that. So they're giving you that power to do that, right? W-9, every business needs a W-9 form. They will have a W-9 form. This is for tax purposes. So you need a copy of their W-9 form because a lot of these brokers will require you to have that form. Carrier onboarding packet that's going to go with the insurance, the authority, which is the MC number and their safety records and their references. You want all this stuff in the carrier onboarding packet so that you have all this information for this driver, whether you need it right now or not. You never know if you need it and you want to have it on file for them. Systems and processes, your carrier and load tracker that's going into your apps and your software, your CRM you use. You can use things like Airtable, spreadsheets. That's to keep up with your carriers, Google Drive. You can keep up with all the information in there. Your load tracker can be like your macro point app. That'll track the load live. We'll talk about those more in depth
What's
soon.
the name of it?
Macro point.
Yeah, I think I
Macro.
found something like this called iDispatch. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Nah. I've probably seen
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
But
it's
macro point is one that a lot of brokers, it's like the top tier. They're gonna like I've dealt with that. Some brokers you can use a different tracking out, but they're going to require you to have macro point. So instead of just dealing with more than one, I just deal with macro point. And
cool.
whatever driver the carrier I deal with, man, let's get you signed up on macro point. I mean, it's no point of using the other stuff because the broker might require you to have this, so let's just go ahead and have it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I found me. I kind of been looking at CRM, but it's mainly for you know carriers. Acquiring quick carriers.
Right.
I
I,
know one CRM they got mine. You can call, text, and email from one software. Like,
yeah, that's what see them the type that you like, you want because everything is right there, accessible. You want to make it as organized as possible. So yeah, them right there is good.
yeah,
And then like I said, it goes into your tracking and your check-ins, right? So like I said, all that stuff will be linked into that. And it'd be for your tracking and everything. Paperwork and POD management that goes into, like I said, like your filing. Like you want to make sure that you got all these things organized, your folder. Like we talked about each state having the compliances and whatever you need to look out for. If you get a driver there or if you're sending them to this area, you know what to look for. You can tell them, hey man, when you get here, look out for this. They're gonna require you to have this. Oh, hey man, appreciate it. I didn't know that. Like they're gonna like that. You're gonna be they're gonna that goes back to the very first thing I said about finding the carrier, word of mouth.
yeah,
They know 9 times out of 10, they know somebody that's trying to start a business just like they're starting a business, and they're going to refer them to you, right? because they like, man, this dispatcher is on point. I really like them.
Yep.
Then your weekly payment and your invoicing. That goes to what we said earlier. I use QuickBooks to
Okay.
invoice and keep track, and then obviously, like I said, I use my business bank accounts and stuff to keep up with statements and all this stuff for tax
So
purposes.
you
So
so you use QuickBooks to make all the invoices.
yeah, QuickBooks, it because it'll track everything for you at the end of the year. So you
Okay.
just all you do is send it out to them, and they'll get it via email, text message, and then they can either pay for it whatever way, and you can manually put it in if they pay for like let's say they did cash, let's say they did cash app or something, whatever. You
Yeah,
can
I know
manually,
some people
yeah,
actually do cash out, but I'm sorry, I just don't feel like that's professional.
yeah. I mean, you be surprised, man. A lot of people, man, don't deal with like it's so many different ways to do it. You got your Cash App, you got your Zelle, you got your PayPal, you got your Squarespace, you
Yeah.
got a-
How do you keep up with how do you keep up with like the payments or like how much they should pay you for like do you just keep the what am I asking?
so when they so like at the end of the week, so they know what to pay you.
Yeah, yeah. Like how do you keep track of it? Like
What you
what
invoicing. So once they drop that load, you'll know when that load is complete. You just go ahead and invoice them. Okay, this is what this load is complete. You put all the information on your invoice paperwork. This is how much the load was. Put all the information, and you put how much your percentage was and how much they owe you, and you would send them an invoice copy. They got that, and it's documented in your paperwork, and then they can either pay you now if that's what y'all require, or by the end of the week, they can pay you everything that's owed. So if they did 2 to 3 loads a week, you got 2 to 3 invoices, just add them together, and then that's what they owe you. They're gonna know, and you're gonna know because it's gonna be in your system. Hey, this is the invoice is out. You can invoice it by Friday. Just say, okay, I'm gonna invoice this by Friday, and your phone or your email or whatever will give you a notification. And it is like I said, they can direct deposit. However.
okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna go like with you and yeah, a carrier. Like that's gonna go into y'all agreement, right?
All right, so basically every time they get paid, you just would calculate your fee and just keep track of it.
Yep. Just send them an invoice them over. You gonna know it because like I said, you're dispatching. You gonna know where they at. You gotta call that broker and let them know, hey, my driver finna be there in 30 minutes. Well, after they get done, you already have the stuff typed up. And once they get send you over that POD, that delivery, I mean, all you do is just invoice them. Just hit the send button, click, boom, send over.
Okay.
Invoices they're gonna get it and it's gonna be saved in your on your side. And then like I said, by the end of the week, you're going through looking at your paperwork and your invoices and seeing what's need to be taken care of. You're gonna see that. Send them a reminder if they haven't done it. Hey, don't forget your invoice or send them an email, whatever. I never really have a problem with that. I mean, people pretty much just pay. They love you to keep them going, so I never really have a problem with that.
Yeah. So I mean, like, do you book loads like every day? Like, how many loads do you book
No,
like
not
every
every
day?
day.
Like, every day.
Uh, you can book ahead. So I mean, like say for instance now, in a minute before everything is said and done, um, I'm gonna start trying to plan for a driver day tomorrow that's coming out of Manor down South Georgia and try to
Uh-huh.
around. So I'm gonna try to plan tomorrow and then to Monday. And because a lot of stuff don't really accept nothing on the weekends or whatever, so you can book a load that's picked up tomorrow and delivering Monday, or you can, however they want to schedule, so that way that they can get the moving and then get closer to it. And then once they get closer to it, some of them will get up there and sit uh near the delivery spot, and you can book another load. So once they're done with that Monday, they already up there you can just say, man, this is gonna be the next load. Once you drop this off, they accept your delivery. You can head here. If they accept that, you send it over. Hey, man, you trying to go to such and such? But if you know your driver, you know they're gonna want to go, or you're gonna know they're not gonna want to do that run. So
Yeah,
yeah, you
I
can book
know.
ahead.
'Cause I know one dispatch. He just hit. Saturday and Sundays his days off. So
Yeah, Saturdays is mine. But I still, answer the phone if they need me because you never know things
yeah,
that happen. But
for sure.
9 times out of 10, I'm with the family, and you still need to take a time to yourself. And then Sunday, I'm I'm always in the office setting my week up all over again. So trying to get everything situated and see where everybody's at, what they're doing, and try to line out my week and see, okay, where I'm sending such and such. How many runs can we do? Is the truck empty? Is they loaded? Once they get empty, what are we looking like? Let me talk to them if I need to. They hit me up or whatever. So that's kind of how that go. It's just Sunday is like the reset, getting everything
Yeah.
going for the next week.
Okay. So you booked the loads on Sundays, like
Yeah, yeah, I book a load on Sunday. Yeah, definitely. Like if it's a good load, like if they got if it depends if the broker has it on the board. It might be early Monday morning. But if they got some like where my driver's at on a Monday, I know he or she's finna drop it off right there and they're gonna be in that area. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm finna try to book this load because once they drop it, hey, you might have to deadhead 50 miles or it might just be right there. Yeah, I got you. I got another load for you. Like I'm not finna wait till they drop it and now they're empty. They're looking like, what am I doing next? No, I already got
right.
you a load going somewhere else, so we're good. Keep you going, and then I
Yeah,
can leave it alone for the rest of the day.
yeah. I know, like say most dispatch probably work like 5, 6 hours a day, something like that.
Yeah, it can be 3 to 5. It can be less than that, really. It just depends on, like I said, how you operate it. Because you got to think once you book the load for your driver, they're driving now. I mean, what else is for you to
Right,
do unless they,
right.
unless they, yeah, like,
Unless
and
they call you, but
yeah, and then they're
yeah,
not going like 1 hour down the road. Most of it, like some of them doing 700 miles, 800 miles. They might leave out 10, let one in the afternoon or something. It'd be tomorrow sometime for you,
yeah,
unless you book them up 2 loads, and it's like, well, you probably won't hear from them for a couple of days.
yeah.
Yeah, it
That's
depends
really
on that.
what I plan on doing. Like say for instance, Monday I might book like 3 loads, and you know, or Tuesday might book another three, something like that.
Yeah. Nah,
Keep them
you get
going.
ahead of you. You all right?
Huh? What'd you say?
Talking to me?
Yeah, yeah,
Nah, I said you get ahead of the game. You all right?
yeah.
Let me see. All right, so like what we doing? Week 1, two. Man, we talked about the dispatch agreement, carrier profile sheet, limited power of attorney, W-9, rate, tracking, all this. We're gonna do demos of that coming up like throughout this week. You and I got, like I said, a couple more people. I got to contact them, but I got to send this video to them. But we're gonna do examples of like paperwork, so that way you get used to it, and then we're gonna do calls. So, for instance, I'll be the broker or whatever, or you'll be the broker or whatever, and kind of get you in the mood of like being comfortable with talking to these people, being comfortable with negotiating. Unless you do it, you're never going to be comfortable with it. So that's something that within this class, like I said, it's not just a one setting thing. It's no way to get through all of this the right way in one setting. So it goes out. It's drawn out to a whole process of you're gonna do hands on. We're like how I snuck a little bit in working the load board, but we're gonna work a load board. Then eventually y'all gonna go through with me with booking a load for one of my drivers. So it's be like a live call, live
That's my
booking, all of that.
when I sign up for the one-on-one mentorship. I truly, truly look forward to that part of the mentorship, the role
Yeah,
play, the live calling,
yeah,
calling carriers and brokers. Like I'm excited and nervous about both. Like seriously,
Well, that's why I said you're gonna do it with me. We're gonna break that out. We're gonna get you out of that because that's a lot of the problem. Is a lot of people, man, you've never done it. It's not that you can't do it. You've never done it. You're
right?
stepping into something like you said. You're so excited to where the nervousness come. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to expect. It's just so that's why you need somebody to help you and show you. Okay, role play with me. Like let's run over this. I'm gonna give you a script. You're gonna perfect this script to where you're gonna put the script down. And we're gonna do this over this process of this is gonna go out through the week. So after this is gonna get posted on the school, the channel, and then I'm gonna post the script on there. I'm gonna post that on there. Those that are on there, you're gonna read the script, practice the script, gonna call you one of the days throughout the week or whatever before we get to the next part of this. And you're gonna role play on it. You're gonna say it. You're gonna speak it. You're gonna get comfortable with saying it to me to where okay, now we're gonna do a live call. This is what we're gonna do.
Yes,
So when it happens, you know how to do it. But it's just like anything with the NFL, with the NBA, with acting. You have to
right.
practice. Practice. Perfection takes practice. If you
Yes,
practice it, you're not gonna do it. It's not that you can't do it. You just
don't
have
know how to. Right.
yeah, so that's the process, like I said. But then we're gonna go over paperwork. I'm gonna give you an example of a dispatching agreement, and you're gonna have to fill it out and then show it to me. Now, but this why I say that's why I call it the master class. It's going to be hands on. You're gonna have to feel this stuff. If you want to take your business serious, this is what's gonna come with it. You're gonna have to practice. So that way, once you start doing, you don't want to start your business and you BS yourself. It's like, man, I done spent all this money into getting this LLC to branding myself, getting a website, all of this stuff, and you don't know how to do the paperwork. You messing up paperwork. You don't know how to talk to people, brokers and carriers. You don't know how to find your carriers. It's like this is the point of the master class. This right here, the introduction, I went down through telling everything, putting in your mind what do you need on your mind? What do I need to be doing? I need to learn DLT compliance. I need to know my paperwork. I need to know how to talk to brokers. I need to know how to get on the load board and figure out my rates. Like I can't just accept everything on this load board. How do I find my rates? Good question you ask. Okay, do this. Miles, time, whatever you trying to get per mile, whatever dollar, whatever percentage. You need to times those two and this is going to give you a number. You need to present this number to them, go above that number a little bit. That way
Yeah.
you got that cushion, so they're gonna bring it down and miraculously land on your number because they thinking you want way more. I really want 1,600, but I started 2,000. Man, we can do 1,600. Okay, cool, man. We can haul it for that.
Yeah.
I'm not telling him that's what I wanted in the first place. That's
Right.
what I wanted. But you gotta get in that mindset, man. That's going to be the mindset that's gonna cause you to be successful in this, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So obviously, you need to think about this equipment type, cargo vans. You got your box trucks, your hot shots, your dry vans, your reefers. You got your flatbed, all of this stuff. You want to figure out like what's your niche, like what's gonna be better for you. Flatbed, you like flatbed stuff. They got straps and tarps. It's more weather risk. You got your dry vans, reefers. They more common, most common because they closed in, right? Stable lanes because everybody need to move dry van stuff like stuff that don't need to be refrigerated, stuff that don't need to be cooled or heated. You know, it don't really matter. They're just gonna throw it in there. Regional
So
OTR,
thing
huh?
about thing about reefer. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I only thought reefers were like it's just cold and they're like all reefers just cold. I didn't know you can use both cold and hot. Like
Yeah, because you might need a. It's just reefer. It's just refrigerated. It is
yeah,
cold, but you can turn it off. Like some might don't need to be that cold, but they need it to be like let's say room temperature. But if you got it in a dry van, you run across the desert, Arizona or Texas, the West Texas, and
yes,
all that van back there is doing is just being heated on by the sun. It's gonna heat it up to where it's gonna be like 300, 400 degrees inside there. So that reefer could be there not to refrigerate it, to freeze it, but to regulate it, to keep it from getting too hot in there. So it ain't always to freeze it. It's to just a reefer is a climate controlled dry van. That's it. It's a
Basic.
dry
Yeah.
van with a motor on it.
Cool, cool. I know it's mostly like when you think of reefers, you mostly think of like, mostly food
Yep, yep. You
and
do a lot of
stuff that
food.
need climate control. What else need climate control
I mean, it
besides
could be medicine.
yeah,
Medicine.
yes, medication, yes.
It just
Yeah.
depends. I mean, it's multiple things. I did refrigerated for a long time. I ran with a company named KLLM out of
I
Lancaster.
heard them.
Yeah,
Yep.
and yeah, I ran with them a year, long time ago. But that was a pretty good company. I vouched for them. But I ran with them, man, refrigerated. And before me and my brothers ended up doing our own thing, so I did refrigerated. You got to make sure everything your climate and stuff is right, or they would turn that load down. Like if it's not where the delivery people want it to be, if they wanted it to be set at 60 degrees, by the time it got there and it's at 65, they could turn that load down. They like, man, it's probably spoiled, it's probably messed up. So you got to make
Even though
sure
it's
all.
five, even though it's 5 degrees more, but you're right
Yeah,
though.
I
You
mean,
never know what's
they have
behind there.
they have the right to turn the load down though, because they don't want it. I mean, it could be like I said, it's food. It's supposed to be at a certain temperature, then came 700 to 1,000 miles across America. They like, man, we don't know if it's off now. It's probably been off. We don't want it. Turn it around.
Damn.
They'll turn it down. You'll lose a load like that. So, yeah. So just know your
How you
equipment type.
prevent that though, like from a dispatch
Huh?
perspective? How you prevent that? Like,
You got to keep, it's called load check. So your driver would get out and continue to check like every so many miles, 100 miles, so miles, yeah, but you got to think they'll get used to it. They'll get used to it and know when to check they unit. They might pull over to a truck stop to take a leak or to, get some food or get some fuel, and they'll look at it. Okay, is it changing? Why is it changing? Because if it's properly set and nothing wrong with it, your unit is not going to change unless you change it. So if
yeah,
the temperature going up or something, we got a problem, and I need to call maintenance real quick because
yeah.
yeah,
Because I was so thinking like them reefers should not change. The temperature should not change unless you press a button. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something wrong with it. So yeah, definitely. So
yeah,
that's gonna be something that your driver, whoever it is, if they got their own reefer thing, then that's something that they'll look out for, or you can just remind them, hey man, make sure you get out and check it. Because they said I talked to the broker. They said if it's 5 degrees off or whatever, they're not gonna accept it. So let's just make sure we're watching that, so you don't lose no money hauling this, and got
yeah,
to throw the load away.
for sure.
Yeah. So let me see what I got right here. How dispatchers get paid. So obviously we already talked about it. You get paid a fee. So let's say your load rate was 4,500. That's what the load was, and you charge an 8% fee. You earn $360 off that load. Your fees are, like I said, are typically 5 to 10%. I charge six, depending on what equipment I got, 6%, and I go up to 8 in like 3 months, and then after that I go up to 10 or so. Kind of like uh uh, one from 0 to 6 months of moving from 6 to 10%, just to get you going, get you flowing, and get you situated. You only get paid when the carrier does. So if they haul the load for 450, let's say they did that. Let's say you had 3 trucks that did that. That's over $1,000 for the week just for 3 trucks making that much money, right? So you can make that just by I'm gonna put in my mind, say, okay, this truck need to make at least $5,000 in profit. You want to make more, but let's say on the base level, $5,000 in profit for this truck. Okay, that one truck did that. That's almost $400. My second truck did that. That's $800, and then my third truck did that. That's 1,200. I made $1,200 by keeping 3 trucks just going to make $5,000. I mean, it's just that simple, man. All you doing is just finding loads, making sure everything is situated, paperwork, everything, keeping them wheels going, and you can make that easy money by doing that. But obviously, you can upscale because they're gonna make way more than that. And the more trucks you get, you're gonna double that.
All right.
So yeah, So that you always want to keep that in mind, like how you this is how you make your money by that truck moving and going.
Believe
Now,
it or not, believe it or not, bro. Like there are actually dispatches like they go all the way down to like 3 to 4%. Like I, yeah, that's crazy to me.
what's that?
No, I'm saying like it's actual dispatches that
Oh
they
yeah,
put like 3 and 4%. I'm like they damn near working for free in a way.
you pretty yeah you really are. That's what I said. So you gotta know your worth. Like if you know your worth and when the more you offer to a carrier, the more you can charge them. It's like if all you do is click buttons on the load board and I gotta do all my paperwork, I gotta call these brokers or you calling the brokers, whatever, but I gotta do all my paperwork and stuff. It's like why am I paying you 8 to 10%? It's like bro,
Right.
you just looking on the load board for me and say, hey man, check this load out. And I call them or you might call them, but I submit the paperwork. It's like what value do you bring to this carrier? So this is something that you want to make sure that you're checking out, you're paying attention to that you're doing, right?
So
And then obviously, my bad. So week 1, remember I said we're gonna go over this. So we're gonna talk about CRM spreadsheets. A lot of this stuff I'm gonna put on the school platform, and we'll be able to interact, go through it. And then, like I said, we're gonna do the cold calling. We're gonna do some cold calling. We're gonna do some examples, some scripts and stuff. That way you can get comfortable with what to say. So we're gonna have that going on coming up this week because it's already Thursday. So Friday, probably around Sunday, Monday or so. I'm gonna see when it's cool for everybody and go from there. And we're gonna talk about the rest of equipments and stuff like the different things they can haul and this and that. Got any questions, man?
no, not right now.
Cool. So we done reached our time. We actually went over. So we hit almost a 2 hour mark. We pick back up. Like I said, it's either gonna be Thursday or it's gonna be Sunday. I will let you know for sure by tomorrow or so, and we're gonna pick up on the rest of it. It's a bunch more. So if I show you like how to find carriers, it's so much that you got to go through. You can't go through this. See, we just spent 2 hours going through a bunch of good information. It's like how to find carriers. You got these websites. You got all this other stuff you can do.
You know,
It's like
you got like e-carrier checks and carrier source to also find carriers.
yeah, man, it's a lot. There's so much that you can do, and it's like, but we're gonna go through this. That's why it's called the Masterclass.
Yeah.
It's not just a simple class. It's when something is a master, like they say, okay, I got the master key. It opens up
Right.
all the doors in the hotel. It's gonna open up all the doors. But it's I'm telling you, but you if you really engage, if you really put yourself like put forth your actions, man, you can scale your business. I'm telling you, like you can really get this going and be successful. So just you got to apply, man. I believe you apply. I'm speaking for those that will watch the video, will see the video,
I'm
will
applying for
have
the
access to
whole.
this recording.
I'm applying for the whole one-on-one mentorship. So you know, I'm a play.
Nah, I believe you, man. Like I said, I can hear it. Then, like I said, you smart. Like a lot of the stuff you're saying, your mind is already there. Like I said, it's just like I said, that mentorship. And then remember, I told you the other day, I said, find your why.
Yeah.
And why are you doing this? And like you said, man, I'm tired of the 9 to 5. I'm tired of it. Man,
How
who's not? Who's not? Like you're just making another person rich when you can do it yourself. Which some people, I'm not speaking against those because I do have family members that they're not entrepreneurs. They prefer to work for somebody. They love it. I'm like, that's great. Like I would never knock nobody else for their preference. Like if that's what
right.
you want to do, you love to do that, man, kudos to you. Proud for you. I hope that works out for you. I do. Some people, man, I see beyond that. Instead of me
Yeah.
working for this company, I want to own my own company. Man, I
Right.
salute you too.
Oh, I respect both sides. You know, I respect.
Yeah.
You know, working on. I mean, working at a warehouse is an honest living. You know, it's somebody got to do it, but I did it for too long.
Yeah, you can start your own warehouse. You know what I'm saying?
I can,
But that's the
you know.
mindset of an entrepreneur of a person that like you got to think Amazon started somewhere. Joe Bezos
Yeah,
started out with a small warehouse. Now Amazon is
very small.
Uber started out.
Apple
You
started in a garage.
you see what I'm
HP
saying?
did too.
So yeah, but they believed in it and they took
Yeah.
action. They invested in it. They look at it. They found people that was willing to invest in them. And look
Yes.
where it's at now. So man, I'm telling you, if you can take it serious, you're gonna get there. But you gotta take it serious. You gotta believe in yourself.
It took Amazon over 30 years to get to what they had.
Yeah, it took KFC longer than that for people to even believe the recipe. And
Colonel Sanders, yep. That
yeah,
man
when I
was
yeah yeah like
65, bro.
I seen all that man. Like you gotta believe in yourself.
Yeah,
People look at me now, man. How do you have three businesses, man? I believe in it.
yeah,
Then once you get it going, you hire those people that want to work to do
right.
it.
Well,
And you treat them good. You don't mistreat them. All you do is treat them good and they're going to take care of you. That's one thing I love, an employee that treats the people with respect.
for
There's
sure.
always going to be people working for somebody. So just make sure you treat them good. And if you hire people up under you, hey, treat them good, man. They'll be with you forever.
Thanks.
But
I
that's
always
our
think
time.
once you build up the people build up the business, man.
Yeah, man. They're gonna believe in
So,
you. They gonna believe in
so
you just as you
I
believe in
always
yourself.
start with the people first, man.
Right. No, you right, man. You gotta build it. Build it, and they're gonna
So
do it.
that's how
Man.
like company culture is so big. That's why some companies be on the best place to work list for 10, 20 years straight. Like,
Yeah, for real. No, you right.
and
No,
there's
you right.
actually another thing I've been, figuring out how to, incorporate how to build company culture. So,
Yeah.
the big once I hire dispatchers and, dispatcher supervisors, things of that, how do I motivate them and, help
Now, see,
them be the best people?
yeah. Now we're gonna talk about that part too, like hiring dispatchers and like you said, like what to do with them daily throughout the day and everything. So, nah, man. Like I said, it's a step by step process. If you follow it, man, it will pay off. I promise you. So just hey, one step at a time, but just know that in due time, man, it's going to pay off. Once you soak all the information, a lot of the information that I'm giving you, people, you can do it yourself if you want to. Like everything that I did, I put it together myself over years, and then people that I talked to, and I
So,
have a bunch of people just contacting me. I'm like, man, I don't have time to just deal with everybody individually because hell, I be busy with carriers and then talking to brokers and trying to sign some deals, and I still got my other business and stuff going on. So I'm like, okay, I gotta set aside a time aside for those people that are serious. I
right.
have a bunch of people that hit me up. Hey man, I'm interested in this masterclass, this and that, but
Don't show up or nothing.
but it's other people that did everything that you did. But that's why I said but they already done signed up and done all this and that. So this I'm gonna send this over to them like because they rightly so on got the access to it. So but those that didn't, I'm just gonna send them a reminder and I'm gonna tell them, hey, I mean, if you're serious here, I mean, but if you're not, you're gonna find a bunch of people. I don't know if you look under my comments on the videos and look at all the comments. People, hey, I want to be a dispatcher. Hey, but it's only gonna be a
Yeah,
select few that's gonna take it
like
serious and do it.
probably 1%.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a select few that's going to do it. And I know a lot of successful dispatchers, man. And once we see each other, we love it. We like, okay, you one of the ones that took it serious. Look at you. Look at your business. I support your
Yeah,
business. I have people hit me up in my back chat, DM, send carriers my way. I send carriers their way. Hey, I can't deal with no more hot shot, man. You still
yeah.
taking some? Yeah, we can. Hey, here, you can take them. I don't deal with them.
I want to be a part of that social group, like where we sending each other carriers and shit like that.
Yeah, for real.
I can't do no more drive-ins. They go one or send me two flatbeds or some shit,
Yeah,
This
yeah, yeah. Seriously, man. That's called networking. You build a business relationships with people. I deal with a lot of them, man. I know Cornerstone is one. I like K
Yeah,
Logistics is one. D. I
yeah.
like yeah, Jose. It's a lot of them, man. Like I deal like we but believe it or not, build a relationship, man. Like they're pretty good. I love them.
I love Kay. They cool. I
Yeah.
actually thought about going with her mentorship for a minute.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's what I said. They pretty good, man. Like there's nothing wrong with them. Like and if it was, I wouldn't vouch for it. Like I can't speak specifically for how it 100% go because I didn't mentor with it. But I'm saying like as far as the stuff I see, I'm like, okay, yeah, yeah. Like they're laying things out for people, which is what you need. You need somebody to lay. Not one person can deal with everybody. Like
Right.
Kay can have her hands full. They'll mention somebody else, like a D or something, or a corner, like whatever, and they'll mention, hey man, this person looking for dispatching information. Hey, you willing? Are you free to take them? Yeah, yeah, I am. Send them my way. Let me talk to them. Hey, tell me
Yeah,
the deal.
I think what really attracted, like, really, you know, made me gravitate towards you, cause like you just like that video I seen, like you like, I ain't said no hype or nothing. I ain't the one you ain't the one saying I'm gonna make $3,000-4,000 in 30 days.
I'm done
Like
doing it.
a lot of these coaches, they sell plenty of fucking hype, bro. It's like it's not that easy. And you ain't saying it's impossible, but you saying like getting your foot, when you first get your foot wet, you probably make probably like several hundred, probably to $1,000. 3 to 4 thousand a week is you got to be,
Yeah,
you got to have at
listen,
least.
man, you can get there, but in 30
Yeah, you
days,
can.
you can get there in 30 days. I'm not saying you can't, but you're gonna need to have connections. Because we just
Yeah,
showed you an example of one truck. Let's say you 8% right here, and he made 4,500. Like in order for that to double to 600 or 700, he gonna have to make 9,000. And I'm not
yeah,
saying they can't, but they're gonna have to run. So that's nine. Let's say they make $900, 900 plus 918. And then you got 2,100 three times. That's 2,100. So if you got three trucks that do that, them numbers, if you can keep them running, then you'll have 2, 4, 6. You'll make six grand or so for that week or so. Like, but you're gonna have to get yourself scaled up. So I'm like you just said, I'm not saying that's impossible. I'm saying you can do it, but I'm not gonna come out the gate telling these people that don't have no experience or never done it, like you're
yeah.
selling them hype dreams. They're gonna get into this thinking in 30 days they're gonna make $3,000. It sounds
That's what
good.
they,
I'm hurting. I got this BS job. I need to hear this. It's called motivational speech. And then you know what they're gonna do? Their feelings gonna get hurt.
yeah,
Their
they gonna
aspiration
this
is gonna go down
scam.
because they're gonna lose all hope once that first week come, that second week come. I ain't gotta carry you. I can't make no money. I done bought your class, but I'm not even being dealt with physically. Like I just got a pre-recorded thing and something I could have saw on YouTube and nobody's dealing with me. I need somebody to guide me personally. That's the difference between me and them. I'm not just gonna tell you, yeah, you're gonna make a $3,000 here. Buy my packet. No, I'm not doing that. I don't care if nobody ever buy it or deal with me. It's just if you
And
need
that's
it,
all they sell, bro. They don't even
I know
sell
it.
the one-on-one mentorship. They just sell the damn course.
I know it. That's what I'm saying. So,
Three,
hey,
$400. I'd be like, damn, this is like, what if I got questions? Like, you gonna have plenty of fucking questions.
imagine if a bunch of people do that and like you said, they don't respond or they respond generic or you just really can't like it's just
Ain't
to me, man, that's what I said. Like I'm not down in that or talking out. Hey, it teaches on, everybody's different. I'm just saying with my side, that was my whole MO.
That's
If
my thing, bro.
I never got into it to do that but when people started coming, me and my brother, then I had an assistant, um, but we was like, okay, figure something out to deal with everybody at once instead of individually, because like I said, bro, once you're gonna start saying you're gonna start getting busy, like you're gonna start having business calls, and then once you start dealing with people. You got family, you got free time you want to deal with. You're gonna have to figure that stuff out. That's why I said set a system up. So yeah. But man, I hate to go. That's my time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
But
gotta.
for
I need
today,
to be in the bed too. Shit, I gotta
yeah,
get up.
I gotta do a couple things, try to check some stuff out for a guy, and I gotta get up early in the morning.
Yeah, yeah.
I got this actual, it's this place right here, a steel place that I'm gonna try to get a contract with for a local hot shot driver I got. That way they move a lot of oil field equipment. So I'm gonna try to get up there and try to talk that. It's a lot of oil field work going on around here where we at. And I got
Oh,
somebody that yeah, so hopefully we can get that taken care of in the morning.
all right, brother.
All right, man. I'm gonna send you emails and everything, updates and all this. So be looking out for that. Like I said, you got my number. You need anything, holler at me, contact me,
Got
email
you.
me, whatever, man. You like I said, my line is open to you, bro. We're gonna grow. We're gonna get your business off the ground. We're gonna go to the next step after this. So, like I said, no BS. I'll be aside. Feel free to contact me, bro. If I don't get at you immediately, I promise you, I will get back with you.
I know.
Not a lie.
I got you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, be easy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna send you all email and stuff once this all get done, so you can have access to this. So, hey, man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate your time, and man, hey, you have a good night.
You too, bro.
Yes, sir.